Wisnowski gets it started. And the kick comes down to Mims, who's always a threat. Not this time. As the Broncos host their first playoff game since 2015. And here they go with Nix on the run, connecting. And he's got the rookie. Pass play all the way. And Nix throws it. Goes back to Bryant. 2 catches for 27 yards.
I was looking at that again to make sure, and it was.
1st and 10. They go to a 3rd time to Bryant. 7. Here's a 1st and 10. With Nix able to dump it off to Harvey. And the rookie out of the shotgun. Now he steps up under center. Easily has the 1st down. Powered right behind Alex. Already picked up 4 first downs in 6.5 minutes of action. McLaughlin fumbles the football. Approaching the midway point of the 1st quarter. 2nd and 6 to the end zone. Oh, it's the perfect pass. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Bills rush forward to the end zone, and he was. There's Lutz, but in the first points of the divisional round. Here's the Lutz boot down to the 5. It's Davis, and he is ridden down. Their first snap is a give to Cook, and look at this running lane. Cook past the 50 and all the way down to the 42-yard line. Back they go at the line of scrimmage. They connect with Brandon Cooks, and he is
with the stacks and everything. We got to adjust to it.
Allen zips it down to the 7. That's all. As Singleton, one of the on 3rd and 6, pocket is clean. Now it collapses, and Allen takes off for the end zone, and it's Davis is the running back. Pass open, touchdown, touchdown. Buffalo winner in the Super Bowl against San Francisco. He just got brought up this week. He's been on IR. He's been on the practice squad. And they go.
Broncos playoff game. He's here. He knows the system, and Cooks has played forever. He's got over 50 yards with 4 different teams in the playoffs now.
How about that? So Wisnowski, touchdown on the other. Ball's on the ground. Harvey dropped it. Back it comes to Nix, who now tries to throw it. Goes as an incompletion, and a 2nd and 10 to open the 2nd quarter. Coming after him, and he's just going to heave it incomplete. We've got Poyer out today, and Maxwell Hairston, the corner 1st rounder, also inactive. Here's the punt down to Hardman, and he makes the fair.
Is amazing, so are the other teams.
And he beat them all, those quarterbacks I mentioned in the regular season. Look at him take off. There wasn't a big opening, but he found one. And on 10 rushes. Here's another one to Cook. And Cook fumbles, and the Broncos are right. Get a recovery, but instead it went to the Broncos. Hufanga, and McLaughlin is ripping off a run of about 13, maybe 14. 3 times. We're just 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Here's play action. Gonna go right back. Oh, the ball's knocked down. Knocked down by to his original franchise, and gotten better as the year's gone on. 2nd and 9, and wide open, and the catch. Threatening to drive and go up 14-3. Instead, it's going the other way now.
Absolute game changer, and keeps you committed to the run.
And here they go on the ground. Bills are on. Nix thought about it, now takes off, and he slides about a yard or. They fake the handoff to Harvey. They will sidearm pass. It's wide open to the lineman we just mentioned. Peyton digging into his bag of tricks.
He has called a great game.
And the extra point by Lutz is good. Game scores a touchdown right out of Laramie, Wyoming, Laramie High School, about 130 miles from here. Here's the return by Davis. On 1st down, they're going up top. And they're going way down the field, and it's just out of reach for the position to help for the push.
Likes to go left.
And he does administer that push, and Allen has the first. 2nd down to pass play. They got Cook. There's no one over there. Cook past the 50, and then takes his place in the backfield. Is Allen in traffic, able to unload it, and he gets it to Knox.
Now they know you're most likely passing, so I would throw a screen or something quick.
There you go, Tony. They do. Shakir, so good after the catch. Throws, open, caught. Allen saw the trouble, got a flag down, shakes off a hit, goes Bronco. 33 yards, and the kick ties the game at 10. Oliver in the game for that Buffalo defense, and they go to the other side away from him with Nix rolling out. Pass wide of the mark for Sutton. Do a little business of their own. As Nix again rolling out and throwing. He's got the first down. Running at 130. And they got hit. They got to him right when he tried to throw it. And just in case, got another third down. Approaching a minute to go.
Watch the legs.
It's open for him. There he goes.
Ready? I'm done.
Handed off on the draw. Bidet. Got a flag. It's to 20. To Harvey. He tries to split the defense. One drops back. Pocket is clear. And Nix has his target.
Downfield, but the safety's there to make the outcut.
On 2nd and 10, he's rolling, planting, going. Here you go, Tony, to the end zone. They got it! To you, Tony, for taking that shot on 2nd down. You said you always feel like you can do it. They did it, and they were rewarded. Little Jordan Humphrey only had one touchdown in the regular season. He's got one here in the post. As Davis gets it to about. Tried to load it up. Better head to the sideline if he wants another play. Oh, lost the football.
That's why you never do that.
Streak ends, and it may result in 3. 50 yards it is. Lutz to end the half with a Denver. The first play goes to Cook, and look at that defense. Pounce on him right away, including PJ. Look at Cook, line up right behind the right guard. Here they come, and they fumble again. They got to him from behind with Benito. 14-3 record. Here's a 1st and 10. Out of the backfield to go Harvey. He is hit and goes on. Milano did not 10. McLaughlin's in the backfield. They toss it to him. McLaughlin. Bills are waiting for him, and he was able to slip to his team this week on Friday to practice. Be brilliant at the basics. And there's Lutz, and that's just inside the right upright, and 2 of his last 3. Davis, who had a 97-yard return for a touchdown this year against Houston. No chance. How about it? So 13 points off the turnovers, the difference in the game right now. First down, it comes over, and it's through the hands of Cook. Got time, flips it, got it. Kincaid's first catch, and he's got an open man. Kincaid again, and he bounces around with ball. Joseph says when he comes to the party, talking about Hufanga, his presence is felt. Look at Cook making his presence felt as he had to recall. Kincaid on a wing, quick toss. It's Coleman, sidesteps the defender and slides in for the touchdown. Point. And the kick is good. Make it a 6-point lead now for Denver. Trust me.
Coming after him now, I'm telling you, the second half.
Pass incomplete. The pressure influenced that one.
We said it before.
That touchdown before the intermission because he was injured. There's Milano on Harvey. And Bishop comes over to assist, and they hold him. Little pass behind the line of scrimmage, and the Broncos are wise to it. Macmillan. McTein. Deep ball down the field, and he is intercepted by Locke. Locke jumps right in front of the receiver. This play action with Nix throwing it in the direction of Troutman. Incomplete. And here's the starter till December 21st when Brandon Jones went out for the season with an injury. Here's Bishop running over laterally to make the tackle at the 40-yard line.
You said just throw it to the back here.
Now at the Bills 41. Go back up the middle, and Harvey restrict postseason. And they lead by 6, late 3rd.
Another pressure.
Bosa is coming after him, and that pass wide of the mark coming for Prentice.
Tell everybody fake, fake, fake.
Crawshaw, the punter. Rookie from the University of Florida. It's a true punt. End over end.
Under center. They've averaged almost double the yards per play under center today. Keep with it.
Cook got 7 on first down. He's got about 2.5 with this one. And guess what's coming? 4 for 4 so far on these close range situations, and that one again without trouble.
Your back's going to hurt tomorrow, Josh. He's got a very good strike. Gilliam, I'm pushing you in the back. Smart.
He's been calling for that and running it with Cook.
Yes. You'll have your chance to take your shot at some.
And that's what they do with Cook. Cutting outside and picking up. Quick pass. Shakir splits the defenders and is off and running. Shakir makes another one miss. And look at Shakir make. He's been targeted 18 times in the postseason. All 18 have been completed as Cook comes back into the lineup. And he's down to about the 13th. Here's Allen. Drop it back, thrown into the end zone, and it is hauled in. It's 2. And now Prater. And the comeback from 13 down. Now the next week unfolds. 1st and 10. And right away the stick applied by Milano on Harvey. They run it, and Harvey has Bosa on him. You know, the Bills are now leading, and they're -3 in the turnover mark. No catches so far for Sutton, who's their 3rd down specialist on most occasions. They're not looking his way. That pass is deflected, and the Buffalo defense is going to take him off the field, and our Bills start at the 20. Allen zings it, got him. 15-yard pickup on the pass play to Kincaid. That was remaining in the 3rd quarter, and remember, they bypassed on about the Broncos the 58-yard field goal, which could have given them a 2-score lead. Here goes Cook, and Cook is over 100 season last year against the Broncos, and they're doing it again today. Here's Allen. Dump ball pass. It's Knox. Then he got another chunk play for 13. 2nd and 4. Go outside with it on the toss, and he's near the 1st. What did Joe Brady tell us this week? Talking about Cook, who last week was held to just 46 yards. 5 for 5 so far on this play. And look at Gilliam. He's making a difference. And again, Josh gets a couple of more tacked on. 1st down Bills.
First time I've seen him go right.
52 yards since the touchback. And beginning the drive back at the 20. On 1st down, he looks left. Now comes to the right side. And Davis catches it, but Sternad.
Cade, one-on-one at the top.
Wow. Allen asked to do it, and he does. They had loaded up the left side, flooded the left side with all those receivers, and he went the other. 2nd and 10, 5-minute mark. Over to Samuel, and he is met right away by who?
On the left. If this is one-on-one, I'm throwing him the ball. If not, then he might use his legs.
Need to get to the 4 for a 1st. Quick pass, it's on the ground. Shakir, did he pick it up cleanly? Well, the Bills think he did. Has this from 31, and the kick is good with 4:11 to go. And the lead is them. Then in the history of the NFL playoffs through the entirety of one playoff year. It was just the wild card weekend.
It was amazing.
We already had a lead change at the start of this quarter, and there's the return by McLaughlin in the 3rd quarter. Bosa coming after him. He ran it out too far. Nick steps up and throws, and with the feet down, officials.
There gets you in phase, and now the emotions change.
Another quick pass, and that's only for about 2 yards to Atkins. Let's go to Trace.
Jim, we saw Bills defensive tackle Ed Oliver return.
Now, it looks like he's out for the remainder of this. Just 3:25 to go, and they could have used him.
Coming after him.
Pass dumped off. Mims, Bishop brings him down. By the way, they moved the spot to the 38. And they let it go to the 2-minute mark. Oh, boy.
So many permuting people looking there. He's been throwing it out of this recently.
Fakes the handoff to Harvey, and now, like he likes to do, roll right and just flings it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix, and there's Sutton, and he's pushed back by Lewis. And now you're going to have about a couple of weeks to go.
Hasn't played a ton today. Now it's like go out there and save our season.
1st and 10.
They're going after him.
Going for the end zone over the shoulder. Oh! And now a big PAT to make it 3. and it's good, but there's still plenty of time on the clock with 3 timeouts. One of them a 3rd and 11.
Yep.
Did everything he had to do.
I think he's good. Just a heads up, everyone.
Here comes the return by Hardman. Hardman is decked. Back to throw. Now we're going to try to fling it and completes it. It's to help out. And down the sideline they go, and it is brought down. And it's again Brandon Cooks with a big catch on a late drive. Here's Allen throwing off his back foot and incomplete. Looking down the field for Coleman.
They'll have a chance here.
There he goes to Shakir, laterals it back, and they've got a big gain with Davis, and they're in field goal range. A hook and ladder.
If he comes down, this ball's going down here.
That's Coleman down there. Here's Allen retreating to the 40 and heaving it deep to the end zone. Oh, looks like he was held by Mo.
Make him go in the middle and take it, Josh.
They go complete. And that's probably best for Buffalo right there anyway. Shakir would have only had a couple of yards. Low snap, it's fielded. Can't take the sack, goes down the middle of the field, and it's over the head of Knox, who was open, Tony.
This could have won the game.
Here's Prater from 50, and the kick. It's long enough and good.
He's automatic.
Okay, he's going to kick it in the landing zone to about the 6. And dropping to a knee quickly is McLaughlin with a second left.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was 60 minutes of just tremendous action. It felt back then that won it. And then the double overtime win executed by the Ravens and Flacco to beat Peyton and the Broncos. Here is Mims being pushed out at the end by.
They've been having success with it until the last play for a touchdown.
Here's the throw, and Sutton has the catch, and Bishop able to grab him by the ankles. Otherwise, that could have gone. From the 39, and that one comes out of the hands. Sutton unable to hold on to it that time. Out there that have their choice, and here is a little wide receiver screen is shut down by Taron Johnson. As now you got a real danger zone here for at the top with Benford on him. Here's Nix stepping up and throwing. Did that hit the ground? It's on the ground, incomplete. Benford on the coverage as foreshadowed. Hardman is back deep.
And this is why you go second, because now a field goal wins it.
Hardman on a line drive punt near the sideline. Steps away from it. And that's a beautiful boot. Crawshaw with the punt. Give it to Jimbo Cook. And he is completely stopped.
You're exactly right.
2nd and 9. Stands at the goal line. Steps up away from the heat. And now holds onto it with 2 hands as he's ridden down after a 4-yard gain. Receivers. Allen on the run, finds Kincaid. Oh, he was able to buy some time. They barely provided any rush.
Just getting out the edge.
We go back to Cook. Up the middle. 2 Broncos and a bunch of other helmets waiting for him, including Greenlaw. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I go back to the right side.
From behind, they come after him. Flips it over to Cook. Trying to get to his feet and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that was a danger. The play is off. Here comes the blitz. Little screen pass to Davis. A race to the chains, and he gets there. First down, Buffalo. Kincaid threw a big block over there to the field.
This is where you're dying just to get a 10-yard run on a toss.
Cook. They've made quick stops on him of late.
Yeah, they've been coming after him. They know they're playing it safe.
2nd and 10. Pocket, CO, pass, low, and incomplete. That was Hardman who had his hands on.
I mean, has there been a bigger play in quite some time in Denver than that one?
That was huge. Mims got some blockers out there. But the Bills hold them to about 3.
These defenses have just turned it up a notch. I mean, this has been...
Next back to throw from the pocket. Brings it over to Harding. Nice move to get past Shaq Thompson. And keeps his balance going as he approaches midfield. Mims is in the backfield. Pass is down the field. And it is knocked away by Benford. No flag. Again, lost it down the field over the shoulder. And there's the flag on Taron Johnson. Trying to defend. And this time rolling left, he's going to try to keep it. And he's dropped back to the 38 by Bishop, Tony.
There was a lot there. I thought they were going to be further down the field than that. But I can tell you right now, you're in the field like that today and you get too late.
You just move it right to the middle between the hashes. And you bring out a guy that Sean Payton had down. And here it is on the way. And the Denver Broncos